I'm not messing around today. I think today is going to be the day I finally have the stability issues on the Kyosho Raider worked out. Today I'm running the 30-tooth idle gear along with a 20-tooth pinion gear. I put the battery brace back in here, the chassis brace rather, so I don't rip my electronics out. I'm not going to be running my fastest batteries today because they don't fit in here, and it's not worth it. I don't want to destroy the car. The chassis is really weak without the brace in here. And I have a prototype 3S battery I'm testing that fits in here with the brace, kind of. So at any rate, I did find an issue with the suspension. I had lowered the suspension using fuel line from a nitro car, and in the process of doing so, I didn't get all four corners leveled properly. So that may have been part of the problem that I was having before, was just that it wasn't leveled right. The issues I had started after I did lower the suspension, along with several other changes. So it was really hard to figure out what screwed the car up. I'm gonna start off with the added weight of a cell phone underneath the car. I used to not have a dedicated GPS, and this phone is what I use for my GPS. So I'm gonna put this under here. I think I'm gonna put it screen up. I used to run it screen down, but my daughter likes to use this phone now, and I don't wanna risk shattering the screen. I think that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a few rips. I'm gonna start off with my Ovonic 2S 4600 dumpster fire of a LiPo. This thing is weak. However, it'll be great for a shakedown run. I wanna make sure the steering trim's set. And then once all that's situated, I have my Turnigy Nanotech 4200 mod. This battery's fairly strong. Definitely not my strongest, about 3 miles an hour slower in this car than my Gens Ace Redline drag pack, but again, we're just going for a change in speed. Fastest speed in the Ovonic, well, it's usually around 40 miles an hour, and the Turnigy, I always say it wrong, that one has gone about 42 miles an hour. So let's see what happens. Okay, I have the GPS zeroed out and it's reading. The phone on the bottom is not secured very well. I'm hoping it'll stay on here. I forgot to bring my Gorilla Tape, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I think I have the steering good enough for a pull. Still not real stable. It may have been a little better, but still not happy about something. Not sure what that's all about. Might have got it up to top speed. Tough to say. I did run different tires before on the front. I don't know why that would make any difference, but I'm running out of different things that I can try to get this handling under control. I mean, at lower speeds doesn't feel bad, so I don't know what to make of it. Just real twitchy. Like I'm gonna have to pass the torch to somebody else to get some faster speeds in this Raider. I just can't seem to quite figure it out. But at any rate, let's see what kind of speeds we got. I'm guessing maybe 43 if I was lucky. Again, the previous best with this battery was about 40.5 if my memory's correct. So let's see if the taller gearing allowed it to pick up some speed. All right, 44.2. So that's as fast as it was last time out with the my fastest battery. So good increase, almost 4 mile an hour increase with this gearing, which if that carries over for 3S, that would mean this car would go about 65 miles an hour on 3S, but how it's running right now, it would not stay on the road. I now have the Turnigy in here, and GPS is zeroed out and reading. I'm debating if I should take the phone off. I think I'm gonna look and see how fast it went because it's barely hanging on to the car. And again, I just don't wanna risk breaking it. So using the Ovonic battery, let's see if this thing recorded. It's been a while since I've used it as a GPS. And if I go here, no, I screwed something up, unfortunately. Went off the road again. It's just all over the freaking place. We'll give it another run. I turned the steering rate way down, so we'll see if this helps at all. All right, I'll give it a go. Whoa. Again, I think it's scrubbing some speed off of it because it's not staying straight and I'm sliding side to side, but let's see what it did. This is just so frustrating. I shouldn't have screwed with the car. I thought by lowering the suspension, the car wouldn't flip as easily as it used to because that was a problem. Under braking, the car would like to flip over. It would spin sideways a little bit and then it would flip. So it is more stable in that regard, but going straight is a lot more important than it not tipping while it's sliding. So let's see. 46.5 miles an hour. So that's a new personal best on 2S. And that means the other battery would have gone about 49 miles an hour if I had it in here, but obviously I don't. So that gives you an idea of how fast the Raider can be on 2S with this setup. Let me try a couple more runs. Maybe I'll fool the steering a little bit, try a little toe in or something and see if that helps. Oh, and I do have a different set of rear tires I could try on here. It does look like these tires are ballooning quite a bit. They're definitely worn more than they were last time I ran the Raider. I had to retire them from running with the Traxxas Bandit because they were ballooning so much, and so that's one more thing I can try. We'll see. Not happening. All right, I'm gonna stop screwing around with these tires and try the other set because I don't know what else to do at this point. I have a set of cheap Amazon tires on here. I'll put a link in the video description. The other ones were AKA handlebars, and they used to be pretty good up in the 70 mile an hour range, but as they wear thin, they balloon more. And I was watching the car on slow motion the other day, one of the previous videos I did, and they were ballooning quite a bit. So maybe that's a big part of my problem. I don't know. It's worth a shot. We'll see what happens. Well, they certainly were new, and I forgot to glue them. So much for that. Holy shit. This is just a comedy of errors. Oh shit. I was worried the nuts came loose and I lost some of the very specialty pieces to the Raider that lock the tires in place, but luckily all that happened was these came flying off. So here's one and here's the other. I thought I was doing myself a favor. I have a more worn set of these that are definitely glued, but I thought they might balloon more because they are worn, and I thought these would work, but clearly I screwed up. So to be continued. Well, if there's a way to screw things up, I'm figuring it out. This is certainly amateur hour. It seems that way. Believe it or not, I have a Traxxas Bandit that goes nearly 100 miles an hour on 3S, and 78 miles an hour was my best on 2S. So this is a challenge in a different kind of way. Blew those damn tires right off. So these are actually not bad tires for the price. You get 4 of them for about $15 on Amazon, but I'd forgotten they don't glue them, and so this video is definitely going to have another segment. But I am thinking that the problem is that these are ballooning quite a bit. I'll try to put a segment in this video where the car's going in slow motion. I think you'll be able to see just how big these tires were getting. So I'll get it out here again. Continued progress. Those of you that are interested in a Raider, definitely go check out the Kyosho Raider Facebook group. A lot of good information up there. There's a lot of people with a lot of great skill sets, and they're going to start making some custom parts for the Raider. Some of the discussions are getting really interesting, so definitely go up there and check it out, and you will not be sorry if you're a Raider enthusiast. And 46 miles an hour, not too bad for an 8-year-old Turnigi LiPo. Again, I think it would go 49 miles an hour with that Gens Ace Redline, and on 3S it should go at least 65 miles an hour using the LiPo I used last time, but I have one now that would probably bring that up to 66 or maybe 67 miles an hour. I have a pre-production battery that I tested in my Bandit, and it was an absolute ripper, yet it's compact, and this thing shows a lot of promise. So one day, if I get the handling straightened out, I'll get it in here. The problem is I don't know if my foam tires will fit on here. I do have a set. Maybe I should try them out, because ballooning tires might be my problem. But in the end, hopefully this Raider handles better than it ever did in the past, and I think I'm getting close to getting this solved. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like and consider subscribing. Thank you.